Hey there, fellow farmers and hunters. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Jurassic Splashdown. Episode 11, Building a Cellar for Our Bounty. Oh. This is one of them fast movers. Struthiomimus. Okay. Spieler! What are you doing? You were trying to cut a tree. Okay, Ken is moving to her. Glad she has armor. Oh my god, it's trying to rip her head off. Oh, wait, how's that possible? How'd the door close in front of her? You can't close a door while it's in front of you in RimWorld. That's not how doors work. Luckily, this thing is delicate. Spieler almost died. You can see why I've been very cautious about zoning. Because it doesn't take much to have your head bit off by a dino. She literally almost had her head bit off. It was close. And Ken got there just in time to sew her head back on. Like Frankenstein's monster level of ruthlessness. I'm glad the kids didn't have to see any of that. Spieler. Bed rest. Duster saved the day? Quite possibly, yes. The armor duster does cover neck, and without this 55 sharp duster, yeah, her head might have popped off. Oh. Ooh. This is good. You know why this is good? These guys speak the language we want to learn. They're prepare a while, so I'm going to prepare my spike traps. Polo leader, thank you for the resub. Alright, children. Inside. We do have a 44-degree heat wave. And I'm just... So Lurch is pretty slow. So must have some sort of health condition. Asthma. Okay, got it. But yeah, they will be coming. So I'm rounding everyone up so they're not allowed to leave right now. I don't want anyone going anywhere. And I might have Ken actively counter hunt. Because the spike traps are really, really, really good at what they do. But I want to try to capture one of these guys alive. Potentially even to recruit. Depending on their personality. Oh, okay. Ken, you just shot him through the heart. Okay. And Spieler is going to need some medicining. Alright, you are heat-stroked and bleeding out severely. Ken's a monster, dude. He's just monstering them. Alright, Ken, head back to the base. Go tend your wife. But he shut down this... These guys are fatally bleeding already. Oh my goodness. He can't shoot some dinosaurs worth a damn. But when it comes down to it, don't pick fights with him. He's scary. The bedrooms are staying very temperate and comfortable, and the general area is not too hot. So the raiders are going to be traveling over here. What weapons do you have? You have a knife. I don't really want to get stabbed. I'd like to disable them to capture. Oh, you got shot in the head. Okay, we can capture this one. Adoa. She's unwaveringly loyal. The other one is also unwaveringly loyal, so neither of them were ever going to become recruits. So we'll capture them in order to try to learn their language. Meaning, I intend to keep them alive. So we've already tended to Spieler, and she's on bed rest, and I'll increase the quality of her meds if she needs it. And I'm going to increase the size. This room... I'm just brainstorming. I want a larger room so they're comfortable, so they have less likely to rebel risk. So I think this won't be a permanent spot for them. I'm going to make something new for Adoa. It's going to be a little expensive to make like a cell, but I think I'm going to do it because ultimately I think it's going to be worth it. I'm going to use industrial meds for next tend. Yeah, there is a risk of lost access due to manhunters in this spot, but I'd rather not it share a wall with the base, because I don't want the prisoner to be able to gain access to the base in the case of manhunters. You know? I'd rather have the prisoner die than me not be protected. Heat wave's over? Okay, so let's not fuel these up anymore. %, tend. Oh, yes. Very nice. Unrestricted children? No, actually. Well, I can release them into the farm, but I don't want to release them any further because of the prisoner. Prisoner poses a threat that we need to resolve before allowing the kids to wander a bit more freely. And this structure is, I acknowledge, very flammable. I don't care. Hopefully the prisoner doesn't, try to catch fire or whatever, but it's more about learning the language. And they are getting a free meal out of me, so they're benefiting. Party. Alright, are you... I'm gonna feed you before I go to the party. And Spieler, should you be attending the party? Probably not. I'm gonna draft you and call the party off. Mood is not really an issue. Her health is way more important, so I'd rather cancel the party. I know, I'm a party pooper, but she needs bed rest. So for now, maybe what I'll do is move the bed here and then build a proper bed once we have one available. All right, you need treatment, and I can bump this down to herbal because you are out of the woods. I'm actually surprised that the prisoner isn't more sick. So this prisoner, we're going to learn their language. And again, here's the reason why. There's 5 tribes on the planet that we know about. 3 of the tribes are very, very hostile. This tribe, the Loa Exiles, was exiled from the Gentle tribe. So we have the Loa people that we could have friendly contact with that speak the same language as the Exiles, because the Exiles are just exiled from the Gentle tribe, and she is of the Exiles. So if we learn the language she speaks, we also learn the language of the Loa people, who are potential allies, which would be great. How we know these factions, who knows, but there's a big benefit in befriending, or at least learning the language of this person. Now, they can never be recruited, because they're unwaveringly loyal. They'll never, ever, ever, ever join us. And we're not really slavers. I wouldn't trust a slave around children anyway. Someone that refuses to join us shouldn't be trusted around our kids, so there's that. Oh my god, that's a lot of corn. Quit sowing it for a bit. But upon learning our language, it will give us potentially the ability to build up alliances. So here we go, learning a little bit of the language. Ken is not very good warden, so from here on out it will be up to Spieler. We also don't know the prisoner's traits, childhood skills. This all gets revealed as we talk to them, but because they're unwaveringly loyal, they're not going to tell us ever. If they weren't unwaveringly loyal, then we could try to recruit them and learn information about them over time. And the reason I did it this way is so that we can't, like, magically learn who's going to be an amazing ally or not through capturing. So there's a huge investment in getting to know a prisoner, which I thought could be cool for this series. All right, Mr. Ken, let's continue chopping down the trees because we need more wood. And I'm sending Nobble out here because Ken's out here. And Ken can watch his kid. You love it? It's such an interesting dynamic to the play? Yeah. We don't know the language of the prisoners. We don't know the traits of the prisoners. We don't know the child of the prisoners. I wanted to... This is a very alien planet. These are Neolithic people that, you know, our humanity has never contacted. So this is designed in such a way that it feels like first contact. I think it makes sense. Then, of course, you have the question, if you're trying to get really pedantic, which is like, why are they still human? Fair point. I like how some sci-fi, like Stargate and others, try to answer it, which is like, you know, ancient aliens seeded the world with humans to use them as like ranch animals and slaves and everything. I'm not trying to answer that question. That's beyond the scope of this series significantly. But I do find it interesting how sci-fi tries to, you know, answer questions like that. Why is everything we meet humanoid? Yeah, good question. You can't preemptively discard gourmands and pyromaniacs. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that you can do, though. Oh, shoot. Speaking of which. Let's not let them die. There's some things you can do, is you can figure out some of their traits through their abilities. So, like, if they're missing an outdoors, they're probably an undergrounder. If they're very happy about being in pain, they're a masochist. You can make some inferences that way. So the mod isn't perfect, but, like, it'd be hard to set it up perfectly like that. Sorry, Dala. You're a 27-year-old torturer? Yeah, I don't even think we would want you if we were... Oh, yeah, there we go. That's some language experience. Spieler's a little bit better at that than Ken. Ken got like 1, 1, 1, 2. And Spieler got like 10 times that. So if we take a look at the language here, we know 50 out of 1,000 of Leoa. And then there's the individual dialect of Ithdor, which is 250 after that. So given time, tending to this prisoner, we will be able to communicate with them. Here we go, come on. Much better. Right, next up, a stool. Trying to avoid those age-old war crimes. I wouldn't mind... So I don't think that there's going to be a way to offer you a source of water. Yeah, there's not a well site nearby. So I can't do that. So we'll have to give you water. Oh, you know what I can do? Drop the... Oh... Come on. Don't pick it back up. No, that's for prisoner. Oh, whatever. I tried. If we had plumbing, that'd be a different matter. Alright. We are out of meat. So... Do we dare? Oh, you are different. Yes. I do dare. Baryonyx. You're a heavy dino. I'ma hunt you. Oh, wow, you blend in. Yeah, there you are. Get pissed, get shot! I could have put a water basin in there. We would still have to, like, fill it. But yeah, I could put a tub in there. We don't even have enough tub for our colonists. Alright, this big bad boy is very dead. He is getting good at shooting. He just killed like a... One might argue a bit of an apex predator with a bolty. So, some heavy dinosaur hide. It's good stuff. Ooh, lots of heat insulation. I think I have a new hat. Imagine being such a cowboy that you're like, that dinosaur? I killed it for a hat. There you go. There's some water. If only RimWorld had boots. I mean, there's mods that add shoes. Not that I'm running them. Alright, that'll be a lot more timber. Cool. Well, let's hope that the this language exchange works well. Oh, that's such a cute... Look at that! It's like a little... What do you think that is? A stegosaurus or something? Prisoner teaches toilet? Oh, good call, good call, good call. Speaking of which, having streamed for 7 hours, yours truly is going to need a toilet soon too. Oh, so build bedrooms. I forgot to update this. Build a root cellar. We're still working on it. I'm almost done excavating the iron, and then we'll have a good idea of where the root cellar will go. Yeah, and there's a Meganura there as well. The mod I'm using that adds dinosaurs, the biome prehistoric, obviously changes the floor art, and it's just wow, what a wonderful feature. It's brilliant that it was thought of. I'm gonna try to make myself a new bandolier. Hey, we're learning your language. We're already 15% into the dialect. Because Spieler's kind of, well, a friggin' genius. So, she learns languages real good. Maybe hauling the meat? I mean, it's gonna spoil wherever it is. It doesn't really matter where it is. We don't have refrigeration, so... If the meat's outside, inside, makes no difference. But I appreciate your concern. And then a cowboy hat made out of the heavy. Well, actually, the downy might be better for cowboy hats. 18. Versus... Oh, if I could click it. 16? Yeah, the downy is best. Nice. For sure, menu. More coffee. I don't know if I have room in my body for more coffee, but I am willing to try. What a lovely color. Like, for real. What a lovely color. Oh, it's so good! Oh my goodness, I love it. That is fantastic. And now I have a 41 Celsius tolerance. Awesome. There's your toilet. You know, I'm gonna go one further. I'll even give you AC in there. This tribal person is probably like, how is this wooden box making me cold? What witchcraft is this? But yeah, full on witchcraft. Is Yoda gonna be taken? Yoda's already gone outside, so I don't think so. Swamp coolers, to be fair, would totally not work in a rainforest environment, because swamp coolers only work. They're evaporation coolers, so yeah, it doesn't make sense to have them here. But I'm gonna build them anyway. Shouldn't my others have coolers on? So no one in my colony is going to, actually, no. They don't even have slept in the heat. But it's mostly so that the prisoner, when they're happy, try to break out less. So keeping them happy allows us to learn languages. Whereas, like, my own children might get a little unhappy, but given that everyone's almost full mood all the time, they're, right? I don't really need to worry that much. Surprisingly, the heat tolerance has nothing to do with slept in heat, slept in the cold. Slept in heat, slept in the cold is separate from clothing, which is super confusing. I don't know why RimWorld does that. But you could have infinite heat tolerance and still suffer from slept in the heat. So the one of the new characters in the Vault Builder series has a heat tolerance of like 1,000 Celsius. Like, they could walk on the surface of the sun, but they still complain about being sweaty at night. Because that's just how RimWorld works. Oh, we are super learning the language. We're almost a quarter done with the language. Then we just need the dialect. And look at how well you're being treated. I don't even get to use the toilet. But yeah, actually, I probably should. I'm going to do some organ damage if I don't. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out most of the marble here to try to figure out exactly where I should build a root cellar. And at least digging out the marble is going to be a lot quicker than digging out the iron. And the idea here is once we get microelectronics, I'll quickly work on getting fabrication so that we can actually put a lot of our tech to work. Because as it stands right now, I can have a root cellar, but I don't really have an efficient way of cooling anything down. Because the passive coolers don't cool enough for true refrigeration. Any other new dinosaurs? Triceratops. No? There's more Meganeura if I want to go shoot some. I really like the Struthiomimus leather. I want a full downy hide, head to toe. Be the, yeah, that's going to be an awesome color. Alright, question for you guys. After I build up the root cellar, because I'm pretty close to having the root cellar all done, I don't think I'm going to pull on it. I think I'm going to make a dedicated research room. I imagine you are probably in agreement. Should I make a dedicated research room and hospital? If I could spell hospital. Next. Ignore the random capitalized no. Yes or no? You get the idea. So the plan here is this will be like a chimney for the root cellar. Oh, we have got Dino Thrombos again. What leather do they have? Oh, just Thrombophore. You know what's funny is Thrombophore is not all that special. I mean, it's stronger than what I currently have, but given that the armored dinosaur hide is like pretty amazing, the Thrombophore is better, but like not by such a margin that it's worth risking our lives for, in my opinion. Yeah, we have no electricity in this colony. None. I'm not generating power. I will have to, obviously, pretty soon for the lab. Oh, wow. Look at that language progress. We're over a third into their language. I knew Spieler would be amazing at that. I am going to need more meat soon if I want to keep the fine meals going. You know what I should do? Given the amount of veg that I have, let's do lavish meals. Because the meat always spoils, and I have so much veg, then I might as well just go full lavish. Who are we hunting for this? Maybe someone... Ooh, asthmatic triceratops? That's like a band name. But you are in a pack, and I don't want to piss off the pack. Maybe the Myosaurus. I feel bad. Myosauruses are, like, usually pretty gentle dinos, as far as dinos go. And it looks like you guys are... Oh, there goes the shoot frenzy. Ah, shucks. We are going to make the research room next. Okay. Are there any more dryos? Oh, yeah, there's some more dryos. Let's go for the dryos first. I think the language learning is a mix of social and intellectual, but I could be wrong. I wonder if it says. Language learning ability is talking and hearing, and social. So it is a social driven. Which is why Ken sucked at it, and why Spieler is good at it. 14 and 1. Are there any carnivores to worry about? There's one Meganeura. Meganuras don't do a ton of damage, though. They're fast-moving, though. They'd be... I mean, I could outrun them, but that's the only one that's present on the map tile. We're gonna have lavish meals. We're gonna have lavish meals. That also means the prisoner is going to have lavish meals. She's never going to want to leave. She's unwaveringly loyal and is probably like, yeah, I'll never join you. But keep feeding me if you could. Because, like, low-key, you guys make good food. So the root cellar is going to have, like, absolutely insanely flammable everything in there. I'm going to be doing straw to keep the filth down, and wood shelves, because that's the material that I have that I can afford. But, like, I don't really perceive a situation where this catches fire, because it can't be hit by lightning. Almost none of it is even revealed to sky, and raiders shouldn't be getting in there, because it's, like, deep in the core of our colony. Yeah, only 2k corn, I'm dangerously low. That's right, guys. I'm gonna starve. I'm out of corn. I stopped sowing it, but I guess what I could do is keep the southern and northern farm going and keep the middle empty to try to be a blight stopper. And because this is a root cellar, I don't care about its beauty. So straw is fine, rough walls are fine. It's a root cellar. All right. What I need to do, if that is, of course, going to be the root cellar, is let's have another shelf over here. Because I want to store vegetables and meat on the shelves closest to the so this is going to be meat shelf, and this will be veg shelf. And then this is stays meals. It looks like I already have need of more meat. So, sorry, Dryo, but you're gonna die. Lavish meals demands sacrifice. Part of me wants to try to take out one of the giant dinos, but that's probably best done once we have refrigeration. These Dryos didn't actually give me a lot of meat. God, it blends in. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Ooh, you didn't even get to revenge. This is one of the ones that runs at 5, and we shot it in the brain. Nice. Brutal. I'm gonna try to lay this out efficiently. Actually, let's just line it. Good enough. And then I can put corpses in there. I'm not even gonna do the side shelves for now. Another inspired trade. Those kiddos are like, trade? I've only heard of, I mean, they're not, they might know what trade is, given where they used to live. Okay, so here's the thing. These shelves are going to not allow food. So link them together, no more foods. And also, no more raw plant material. And then these shelves are food and plant material. And once they're built, the rest of the shelves are built, I'll do a high priority haul and move everything in position. Yeah, I'll even fill it up like that. Or maybe like this? No, I mean, that's ugly. I'll just leave it open. We're almost done. Filling it up. There we go. So now with all that done, do a super high priority haul and get everything where it's supposed to be after making some lavish meals. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Jurassic Splashdown, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind this streamed one time only as a marathon. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Special thanks to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow survivors in this jungle world.